caught on camera a mystery in Texas. What is this strange figure that people are trying to figure out?
Let's get the hell out of here.
Mysterious creature caught on camera is now the talk of the town in Berwick, Louisiana. And what is it?
What is that?
Bringing the eerie news of the woods, trail cameras have managed to capture the insanity of the wild. And not only animals, they recorded creatures.
Hello? Whoa.
Aliens and several unexplainable encounters. That would be hard to believe otherwise. Back in 2017, these friends went into the woods with fireworks to celebrate Independence Day. But they weren't alone there. When they were about to start their celebration, they felt some movement in the woods. Out of curiosity, they went to check, and guess what? There was nothing else but a Skinwalker.
Let's get the hell out of here.
This moment was enough for them to realize that they should run away from there. Maybe now they'll never do any celebration in those woods late at night. Winged creature. After seeing this, you might feel like a creature from a sci-fi movie had come to life. These friends went into the woods late at night, but on the way, they saw something no one would have expected. There was a scary, skinny creature with 2 big wings.
What is that? It's not a person.
They were terrified when they saw it and tried to run away. But in the blink of an eye, it appeared right in front of them. Somehow they escaped and never went near the woods again. Some believed it was Lucifer, the devil, but no one knows exactly what it was. Lucky escape. If you hear noises from the bushes at night, you shouldn't go and check like this man does. He felt movement in the woods, took out his camera, and began to walk towards that area. As he moved closer, he spotted a Skinwalker that came straight for him. Running for his life, he barely managed to escape from the speedy chase of the Skinwalker and eventually got away. And to this day, the guy did not know from where the Skinwalker came or why it attacked him. Let me know what you think of the footage down below. Another world creature. This is what a man captured during his usual stroll in the neighboring woods. Several dragon-like creatures, or should I say many flying demons, in a forest, as if they're there to observe something. What they were after is something I don't even know, but they sure didn't come with any good intention. Some even said that it was the result of a scientist's experiment, while others believed these were demons that came from hell. The guy got lucky as he got to record the evidence of the once-in-a-lifetime encounter before returning home safely. Scary encounter. This man noticed something unusual near a small bridge and started checking the area. This proved to be his biggest mistake because as soon as he reached under the bridge, he saw a Skinwalker there. It seemed like it was waiting for him and had lured him there to trap him. The man managed to escape, but I'm sure that scene will stay in his mind for a long time. Forest monster. The forest holds quite a sense of mystery, and you never quite know what you might stumble upon around the next turn. A group of friends decided to go into the forest to capture something unusual. Surprisingly, they got exactly what they wanted. They all encountered a strange woman there, but calling her a woman might be wrong, because she didn't look normal at all. Her entire appearance was scary, as if she were a witch involved in satanic activities. Before she could do anything to them, they left, but no one will ever know what other mysteries the forests hold. Hybrid chicken. Recently, an unknown source shared a video on social media showing a strange chicken eating the fruit from a tree. The creature resembles a chicken, but with some unusual features. It looked as if it had been given legs similar to those of a crab. The video has sparked curiosity everywhere. People are giving different opinions about it. Some believed it might be a scientist experimenting with a hen, while others believe it might have been a hen from another world. Skinwalker encounter.
Hello?
I don't know about you, but I believe skinwalkers are the scariest creatures. A woodcutter was out working for a long time, and it began to get dark around him. As he was about to leave, he felt something unusual among the trees. Suddenly, he looked up at a tree and saw a scary skinwalker.
Hello?
It was looking at him as if he had damaged its territory. Luckily, he escaped and returned to home.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
But the point is that no one knows if the creature is still out there. Unidentified creature. A team of YouTubers found out that there's something unusual in the woods near a small town. They all went to investigate, but it wasn't going to be easy for them. When they arrived, a strange creature with white skin was watching them. They were all brave and none of them ran away. In fact, they even tried to chase it to figure out what it was. But the creature disappeared and no one could find it. However, they did find the place where it lived. The mystery of the creature was never solved, but after all this, it never appeared there again. Mysterious creature. Trail cameras capture unexpected things, but this time, there was something that no one could explain. At the end of 2022, it captured a strange apparition, but the strangest part was, this ghost seems to have feet. Yeah, although it had no structure, it appeared the ghost was advancing. After that, it never appeared in any camera again, which made the whole incident even more mysterious. Who knows, it might still exist somewhere near us. Scary creature. Night hikes are supposed to be peaceful, right? Well, not for this man. When he was going for a night walk near the woods, he felt some strange noises coming from them. He looked around, but saw nothing until he noticed something on a tree that was a creepy creature just sitting there.
Wow.
It was hard to judge it by its looks because it had a skinny body and a scary face. The man was terrified and quickly ran away.
Yep, in Jamaica.
Uninvited guest.
Oh,
Camping with friends is exciting, but what if an uninvited guest joins in too? Similar happened with these friends. They were enjoying themselves peacefully, but then something unexpected occurred. There was another camp a short distance away, but instead of people, there was a strange creature, possibly a rake. Just its appearance was enough to make them flee from the area. After all this, it might not be easy for them to plan another camping trip. Scary creature. A video going viral on social media, shared by an unknown source, clearly shows a Sasquatch-like creature moving rapidly through the woods. It looked like the creature was either hunting someone or searching for something. People are giving different opinions about it. Some believed it was a wild animal like a gorilla, while others believed it was a real Sasquatch, and the person who recorded all the scenes was lucky because the creature didn't see him. Unidentified shadow. Things that we can't see are often sensed better by animals. The trail camera captured something that might be hard to believe for some of us. A deer came near a tree, probably searching for food, and suddenly stopped. And right at that moment, a strange Smokey figure appeared at the side of the tree. It looked like there was a ghost. And as soon as the deer spotted it, it decided to leave the eerie side of the forest. The Rake. A tourist left his hotel late at night to take a walk near the woods. People warned him not to go near the woods at this time because something unusual might be there, but he didn't listen. As soon as he moved a bit further, he saw the Rake in the middle of the road. Just its appearance was enough to force him to flee immediately. If he had only listened to everyone, he wouldn't have had to go through such an experience. But people were right. Creepy things lurk in the dark. Scary encounter. A man in Australia drove his car into the woods late at night because he had been hearing strange noises from there for a long time. When he went deep into the woods, a strange creature passed in front of his headlights. He thought maybe he was mistaken and nothing happened. But within a few minutes, it passed by again. The man realized that the strange noises he had heard were from this creepy creature, which was moving in a weird way, like it was a rake. It's not necessary to check every strange noise in the forest. Mysterious white figure. A group of friends went camping near the woods, but they couldn't stay there for long. As soon as they arrived, they felt like someone was watching or observing them. And it turned out to be true, as a mysterious white figure was watching them from a short distance. Its face, which was quite scary in itself. After all this, they couldn't stay there and eventually left, but they never found out what the mysterious figure was. Uninvited guest. A group of friends was returning from a late night trip when they saw an abandoned house near the forest. They decided to spend the night there and leave in the morning. But shortly after, one of the friends saw a scary Skinwalker type creature entering the house through the wall. Surprisingly, the Skinwalker saw him and went back into the woods. They packed up their things that night and left, which I would say was the right decision. That house went from spooky to seriously messed up fast. Mysterious alien. Maybe the forest is the perfect spot for aliens to study humans and Earth, but they might not realize that trail cameras are there who can catch their every move. This alien, which seemed to be hiding from everything, was captured by the camera. It seemed like it was searching for something stealthily, but it didn't stay there for long and disappeared, never to be seen again. What do you think it was doing here? Let me know in the comments. Scary snake. Sometimes, forests reveal things that no one would ever imagine. A hiker was returning from a forest when he spotted a strange snake. It wasn't an ordinary snake. It had 2 large horns on its head. He observed it from a distance and made sure not to draw any attention to himself. When the snake left, he safely returned, but he never found out exactly what it was. Maybe a monster snake guarding the forest's secrets. Surely this site holds some mysteries. Mysterious creature. Sometimes trail cameras capture what we can't see in the jungle. This time, it was something which will be shocking because there was a strange creature who was moving in a weird way near water. It seems like it was looking for something to eat. The exact location of this footage is not confirmed yet, but one thing is for sure, which is once the location is confirmed by the authorities, they should keep the site closed. I just hope it doesn't harm any wild animals. Unexpected encounter. A traveler was exploring the woods, but due to the darkness of the night, he set up camp there. He went to go get some firewood, but when he returned, he saw a strange creature near to his camp.
What's the matter with you?
It looked like a Skinwalker, but because it was so dark, he couldn't see much. Only its glowing eyes were visible. He packed up his camp immediately and left the site. One thing's for sure, camping isn't just fun. It can also lead to some of the scariest experiences. Strange creature. A man was driving near a thick forest late at night when he noticed something strange. He got out to check and felt some unusual movement near the trees. Suddenly, a strange creature that looked like a Sasquatch appeared there. He couldn't believe his eyes because its body was half brown and half gray. Surprisingly, the creature was still there as if it was stuck. The man had never seen anything like it before, so he was scared and quickly left. Who knows how many other creatures there are in the forest that we don't even know about yet. Scary vampire. Do you believe in vampires? No? Well, this tourist story might just change your mind. A man exploring a forest ended up in the middle and spotted a huge creature resembling a Romanian vampire. It was a scary scene because that vampire was moving weirdly while sleeping. Luckily, the vampire wasn't disturbed by the man's presence, and he decided it was best to quietly leave. This forest just became a whole lot more interesting, and maybe a little terrifying. Dark shadow figure. Back in the early 2000s, an explorer went to a site where unusual activities had kept people away for a long time. Everyone told him not to go, but he went anyway, and as he entered, a strange, shadowy figure started following him. Luckily, his cameraman captured everything, and he was called back instantly, which allowed him to return safely. Maybe now he understood why no one had come back from there for so long. Unknown creature. This man was taking a peaceful walk on an empty road near the woods, enjoying the view. But then he spotted something unexpected. A giant Bigfoot was there to spoil his moment.
It's the beginning of May. This area, technically, growing season is June 1st, so it could still snow again.
He went closer to see it, but surprisingly, it was stuck in one place. He couldn't understand why it was, so he decided it was better to leave it before it did something. What had seemed so fascinating at first became quickly equally frightening. Mysterious creature. A man was passing by the woods when he noticed something strange flying near the trees. From a distance, it looked like a large bat, but when he got closer, he was shocked. It looked as if a baby goat had bat wings attached to it. He couldn't believe his eyes, seeing this creature flying so comfortably. Whether it came from another world or was the result of a scientific experiment, no one knows. The goblin. A man wanted to make a short film in the forest, so he went there to explore it thoroughly. As he explored, he suddenly spotted something extraordinary, a goblin. He quickly hid behind a cluster of bushes, capturing the elusive creature on camera. The goblin moved silently, unaware of his presence. He stayed there a bit longer because he thought other members might come, but nothing else happened. Surely he had gotten the best content for his short film. Waterfall mystery. Watch this video closely and you'll notice something was wrong in this waterfall. A group of tourists were exploring the woods and everything was fine until they saw this strange waterfall. It was so strange that it seemed like a mysterious creature might be hiding in it or coming out of it. Later, they went closer to check it out, but they didn't find anything unusual, which only made the mystery even more puzzling. What do you think it was? Do let me know in the comments down below. Mysterious encounter. Late night drives are peaceful, but sometimes you can have an unforgettable encounter. The man was driving near the woods late at night, and everything was fine until a mysterious witch appeared in front of him. She came from out of nowhere from the woods and stopped right in front of him, as if she wanted to stop him from going any further. Surprisingly, the man didn't go back, but she started walking toward him in a creepy reverse walk, which forced him to leave the area.
Dave, what is this called?
Now, I don't know what was the mystery behind all of this, but it was certainly a scary encounter for sure. Baby alien. A researcher went to explore different things in the woods, but he found something there unexpected. There was a small body that looked like it might be a baby alien. He didn't think it was safe to go near, so he observed it from a short distance, but it wasn't alive, which only made him curious about how all of this could have happened. He also checked around his surroundings because he suspected there may be more aliens nearby, but when he didn't find anything else, he left. The question that remained was how the alien had ended up there. Scary witch. A hiker had an encounter on his way home late at night that he could never explain. When he was coming back, he felt that something was coming out of the woods. And that's exactly what had happened. A strange, dark, and scary creature suddenly appeared in front of him. Its hunched back and unnaturally long arms gave it an appearance like an extraterrestrial being. When he shined his flashlight at it, the creature went back into the woods. After this, one thing was for sure, that this hiker is never going to venture into the woods late at night, ever again. Unexpected encounter. A woman was heading home late at night, and to get there faster, she took a shortcut through the woods. She got lost in the middle of the woods and stopped her car right there. Suddenly, she felt something was moving there. When she turned the car lights towards the woods, a mysterious and scary figure appeared in front of her. In that moment, she realized that taking the shortcut had been a mistake. She quickly reversed and drove away from there. Arriving late is better than not arriving at all. Creepy dolls. Back in 2019, a man's dog ran away from home and went into the woods. He searched for it there for a long time, but just couldn't find it. But suddenly, he felt something strange there. And when he looked around, he saw there were creepy dolls hanging from the tree. It felt like there was some kind of black magic going on there. He started to think that something strange must have happened with his dog here. He thought it was better to leave, but he couldn't find out what all of this was. I just hope that eventually his dog came back. Dogman. I don't know about you, but I think it might be the Dogman. An explorer went deep into the woods alone, but it proved to be unsafe for him to have traveled so far. A huge creature, possibly a dogman, was a short distance away from him. He observed it from a distance and recorded it on his camera. Luckily, it didn't sense the man's presence and left the area. This might have been the last encounter anyone had with the dogman. Creepy witch. A boy, angry with his family, went into the woods late at night. When he got there, he felt like someone else was around, but when he looked, he didn't see anyone. Then, from above the trees, he heard a creepy sound. When he looked up, there was a scary witch on the tree, moving in a creepy way. He decided it was better to leave right away, and probably won't come back to those woods after fighting with his family. Swamp mystery. Who says that swamp monsters can only exist in the movies? In a small town, locals often saw something unusual happening in the nearby swamp. Curious about this, a group of friends decided to go and check it all out. When they went there, they felt something near their boat, and suddenly a strange hand emerged and tried to grab them. Luckily, they escaped, but the hand looked like it could belong to a monster or an alien. The mystery of the swamp continued, and they might never find out what was really there. Swamp monster. A group of friends went camping, but on the first night, they felt something unusual near the swamp. They decided to find out what was going on, and when they went to check, they found a weird creature that looked like a swamp monster.
Kenapa aku jadi kesian ya? Padahal aku udah kesel sama dia.
Surprisingly, they weren't scared of it at all, and even tried to push it out with a stick. The monster's whole body wasn't fully visible. Only its arm could be seen. But after a while, even that disappeared, as it vanished somewhere. From that day, no one in that area saw it ever again. Wrong call. In the forest, you never know when something might come out, especially at night. A man hearing strange noises late at night went into the forest, which was a big mistake. He looked everywhere but didn't see anything. Then, suddenly, he looked up and saw a skinwalker staring right at him. It was at that moment that he realized he had made a big mistake in coming there. Before the skinwalker could attack, he ran away and never returned to that place. So, if you hear some noises from the woods at night, just remember, never to go in there. Creepy toad. If after seeing this, you think it looks like a scene from a sci-fi movie, just know that it isn't. A student went to the woods to finish a project on forests, but then something strange appeared in front of them. At first, he thought it was a frog, but when he looked closely, he saw that its mouth was completely weird, as if someone had done some kind of experiment on it. It looked like there were 2 extra hands attached near its mouth. It's possible that there might be a place nearby where experiments on animals were occurring. Mysterious figure. A worker going home late at night decided to take a shortcut through the woods. When he was on the path through the woods, he heard some creepy noises and turned on his torch. He looked around but didn't see anything. Then, a little distance away, he noticed a white, mysterious figure moving oddly in the air, curving and jumping. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. As he watched, the figure kept jumping and eventually disappeared into the woods. I'm sure he didn't take that shortcut again after seeing all that. Bigfoot shelter. This hiker never expected to capture what he did on his camera. While he was exploring the woods, he spotted some strange wooden pieces there that looked like a shelter. He placed his camera there, hoping it would capture whose shelter it was, and his trick worked. Take a guess whose shelter it was. Bigfoot's! It can be seen in the video that the giant was clearly trying to find something near the shelter. I'd say this man was a genius, because the way he handled everything was surely a great job. Mythical creature. Many people say that dragons never existed, but now those beliefs might be changing. In a small town in China, a man went into the woods and spotted a long carcass that looked just like a dragon. He was so shocked that he instantly informed all the locals. Many of them believed that there was a dragon living in this forest for hundreds of years, and these were its remains. Maybe it was the last creature who existed in our world, or who knows how many others might still exist somewhere. Scary monster.
Syarat yang saya ingin bawa kemari, utusan daripada.
There had been unusual activities in the forest near a small town for a long time. A brave man from there decided to go and check it out himself. When he reached the middle of the forest, he encountered a creepy monster. That monster looked scary because it had red eyes, and its whole body was covered in white hair. Surprisingly, the man wasn't scared of it. He spoke to it in his local language and safely returned.
Syarat yang saya ingin bawa kemari, utusan daripada.
I don't know what he talked about with that monster, but after that day, nothing more unusual happened there. Monster figure. Curious about the strange noises heard at night, a group of friends decided to explore a forest that was rarely visited. When they reached deep into the forest, they saw a scary creature who had a horn on its head, frightening teeth, and a lot of hair on its face. It looked like it wasn't feeling well, and its eyes were not opening. They left it there and went away, which, frankly, I'd say was the right decision. But after that day, no one knows what happened to the creature. Bigfoot returning. A man was passing by the forest when he saw a giant Bigfoot heading into the woods. He quickly hid and started observing the giant. It seemed like it had come out looking for food. He recorded a video of it and shared it on social media, leading to different opinions from people. Some believed it was a giant gorilla who had been looking for food, while others believed it was a Bigfoot. Half human, half snake. The forest is a place where mysteries might never end, because this recent encounter with an explorer was neither of a Bigfoot nor a Skinwalker. While he was peacefully observing his surroundings, a half-human, half-snake creature suddenly appeared in front of him. It was staring directly at the man, as if it was waiting for him to arrive. The man didn't stay and quickly left the area. Some locals claimed that it was a 100-year-old snake that had turned into a half-human after 100 years. Let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This image was sent to us by a subscriber. Similarly, if you ever wish to know more about an image you come across, just send it to us. Who knows, we might even feature it in one of our videos. This trail camera captured something that disturbed everyone who saw it. It wasn't just a strange animal, it was something that made the whole forest mysterious. It was a strange white creature that was slowly passing by. It seemed like it had recently arrived there and was searching for something. No one knows where it came from or for how long it had been there. But after this, no one passed by that forest at night anymore. Maybe it went back to where it came from. Or perhaps it's still hiding there.